I remember playing them. I don't remember much else.
Yeah.
It's in that vague period now where my memory is really good for that.
Yes, but not details.
Not so much at that point, yeah. You want to ask me something about 5th grade, I probably got that down. We got burp.
Moving on. Thanks for watching This Is True Really News, or welcome to watching This Is True Really News, or it's about time you got here, you idiot.
And no, this isn't the same episode. It's another one. We actually stopped.
Yeah, in the middle somewhere. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. And if you're a regular, please like. It's helping us. It's working, and with the changes we've made, we're clawing back our audience, and that's really nice, and our opportunities for being recommended. So we thank you for that. If you'd like to send us a missive decrying some of the crap we do, or if you want to send us a story you think we should cover, send it to TITR@netradio.network.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Cicadas are in the news this summer. Duh.
There's going to be a lot of them.
But the one Kelly Simpkins discovered last May in the Orland grassland near Chicago is 1 in a million, People reported, because People is a news magazine.
Oh, people want to know.
Right. People's gossipy trash, I thought. Have they changed?
They're still gossipy trash.
Okay. Simpkins, the owner of Merlin's Rocking Pet Show, was hunting cicadas to feed to her reptiles when she came across one with blue eyes.
It's cicada season. It's butterfly season. It's cicada season.
It was Stone and actually Willie Nelson. No. Most of the vociferous bugs. Someone got a thesaurus. Most of the it's one of the dinosaurs, you can find them. Yeah. Most of the vociferous bugs have red eyes. She said, I thought it was unique. And she was right. Dr. Gene Kritsky, whose parents spent a boatload of money so that he could become the Dean of Behavioral and Natural Scientists at Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati.
Wowzers.
See, WKRP in Cincinnati, so much easier to say.
Really?
Said the picture of the blue-eyed insect from Orland grassland is only one of only 2 he has seen this year so far.
He's a Viking.
He said the cause of the different colored eyes is unclear. We see when one cicada likes another cicada a lot,
they share a special kind of hug.
And sometimes blue eyes happen.
Mm-hmm. Are you happy with yourself?
Not a lot. But then again, I'm never really proud of it. So it's like a day of shame when we do these.
It's from studyfinds.org.
What do you feel bad about today? I just all of today.
If passed, no, it's not another poop story.
Thank you.
If passed,
how did I know he was going there? How did I know?
Wales would become the first country in the world to introduce criminal sanctions for lying politicians.
Oh, tell more.
The proposals are being led by the former leader of the Plaid Cymru.
If I could actually understand what the Welsh were saying when they spoke Welsh-ish.
Oh, I had to look up pronouncers for Cymru because it's Cymru, and it's Cymru.
Okay.
Right? Anyway, the guy's name's Adam Price. He's described a credibility gap in UK politics as a gaping chasm. Price has pushed for such changes since the mid-2000s when he campaigned for the impeachment of Tony Blair over the war in Iraq. Price tried and failed to introduce an offense for politicians who lie when laws are passed in May, expanding the size of the Senate. But the
please, no more.
But a cross-party committee has now voted.
Actually, could we go back to appointing them?
Right. A cross-party committee has now voted in favor of Price's proposals. So several parties are now behind this, and they are being considered for incorporation in the new Elections and Elected Bodies Wales bill. Under the proposals, it would be a criminal offense for a member of the Senedd or a candidate for election to the Senate to willfully or with intent to mislead, make or publish a statement that is known to be false or deceptive. At this recording,
he tried to make a law.
Yep.
With a bunch of politicians.
Yep.
Making it illegal for politicians to lie.
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere, but A for effort, dude.
Well, I'm thinking if we had that law, and as of this recording, last night was the first debate of the presidential season.
Oh, I missed it.
Darn.
I had to clip my toenails.
Yeah, I had to
wash my armpit hair. I don't know.
Or organize my socks. Both those guys would have been hauled off in chains into their opening statements.
Well, no, the one should have been sent to a home where he could be cared for.
And where he could do that weird crouch thing he's been doing lately.
Don't know what that is.
Yeah. Anyway, proceedings.
When my young grandson does that, we know what that is.
He's pooping.
And
yes, I was wrong. This is a poop story. Proceedings would have to be brought within 6 months from the date on which the statement was made. The proposals are not yet law, but the bill has further debate stages to go. The amendment is supported by Plaid Cymru, the Welsh Conservatives, and the Welsh Liberal Democrats. So far, the amendment does not have the support of Welsh Labour government, and ministers may attempt to have it removed. If they win this, that would be awesome.
Please, God.
Yep.
Maybe someone here would come up with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who would be.
And getting it passed. Oh,
I'm just trying to figure out if we have one honest politician who'd actually author the bill. Why? Winemaker, or if you're Welsh, it's Vinacher.
What?
I don't know. Winemaker, Andreas Perderstorfer.
She's not Welsh.
He's
not Welsh.
Oh, no, he's Austrian. Gobelsberg.
Oh, there we go.
Was renovating his wine cellar, which one is wont to do, when he came across an unexpected find.
Wine?
Well, he complained a little. He found a number of huge bones, which were later identified as being from the last 3 Stone Age mammoths. Oh, no, I'm sorry. At least. Last sounded cooler.
I was going to say, how would they know they're the last 3 Stone Age mammoths?
They did the radio dating and the carbon dating and then guessed.
And the writings on the walls.
I thought it was just a piece of wood left by my grandfather, Pernerstorfer told the BBC.
Pernerstorfer.
That's his name. Leave him alone.
I just love it.
I think it means Storfer of Pern. Then I remembered that in the past, my grandfather said he had found teeth. I do too, but only when I misplace them.
Did you leave him in the hamburger, Grandpa?
My grandson actually tried to take his... My teeth don't come out like Grandpa's. No.
No, sorry, pal.
Researchers from the Austrian Archaeological Institute, who are very serious men, have been excavating since the discovery. Ooh. The bones were believed to be between 30 to 40,000 years old,
mm-hmm.
Or could be a drunk elephant wandered from a circus 10 years ago, but who knows?
That was wearing a wig.
Eventually they'll end up at the Vienna Museum of Natural History.
I just saw an article the other day that said many of the Native Americans.
I'm going to get a wino mammoth to decorate our home. You got to be an old country fan for that.
New mammoths. Because they'd been here long enough that they saw mammoths in North America. That was a regular thing within human history. I just thought it was interesting.
I watch the NFL. I see mammoths every Sunday.
Speaking of farting, from NBC. Yeah. Well, we've been doing poop stories.
No, we've filled with gas, that's for sure.
From NBC via Ronnie Tucker. Ronnie!
Mr. Tucker to you.
Denmark will tax livestock farmers for the greenhouse gases emitted by their cows, sheep, and pigs beginning in 2030.
Denmark's dumber than we are.
When are they going to tax the politicians that bloviate so much hot air?
Well, first we passed the law.
And then we go after
you could get them retro with this.
Oh, that's right. You've been breathing since you were born. It's time to put a stop to that. First country in the world to do so as it targets...
Young Mr. Senator told his first lie.
As A
At
major
the tender age of 4.
This is a major source of methane emissions. Hold that thought. Methane emissions, okay? One of the most potent gases contributing to global warming. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. The aim is to reduce Danish greenhouse gas emissions by 70% from 1990 levels by 2030, said taxation jackwagon Jeppe Bruce. As of 2030, Danish livestock farmers will be taxed 300 kroner. That's $43 per ton of carbon dioxide equivalent in 2030. The tax will increase to 750 kroner or $108 by 2035. However,
So if they quit having livestock and Denmark has to import all of its beef,
they're pushing for fake beef.
oh, they're that kind.
Yep.
I don't want a tofu burger.
Yeah, no, thank you. I've tried the Incredible Burger. It tasted like the poo they left up on the moon.
It did not taste like a burger.
No. However,
It's just like a hamburger. You've got to come with me.
No, I'll try it.
I got
And
a
I'll
few
be honest.
places for you to.
Check this one out. However, because of an income tax deduction of 60%, the actual cost per ton will start at 120 kroner or $17.3 per ton and increase to 300 kroner by 2035. Yes, you in the back with the hand.
Professor,
Yes.
about your hat, how do they weigh the methane?
I don't know. It's lighter than air.
So I would think it would take a lot to get a ton.
Yep. A gaseous ton. It would take a lot. It's still going to cost the farmers too much.
Duh.
We will take a big step.
But luckily, their beef prices will go way down when they have to import it.
No. Beef prices are going to, no, they won't be able to put it.
Wait a
keep
minute.
it on.
Do milk cows put methane into the?
Yes, they do.
So you have to import that too.
And
well, I suppose you
cheese.
can milk goats.
They fart.
Yeah, but they're tinier, smaller emissions.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the third world, China, Russia will be looking at, wow, this is all it would have taken.
Yeah. We will take a big step closer to becoming climate neutral in 2045, Bruce said, adding that Denmark will be the first country in the world to introduce a real CO2 tax on agriculture and
Or
hoped
to be
other
ridiculed
countries,
roundly by everyone else.
he hoped other countries would lose their minds as well. Okay. Now, call me Professor.
Professor,
Enlighten us. Professor, enlighten us.
I can't. You've got, oh, that the story.
Yeah.
Professor, couldst thou enlighten us?
According to NASA, by volume, the dry air in Earth's atmosphere is about 78.08% nitrogen, 20.95% oxygen,
Yeah.
and 0.93% argon.
Are those the cool socks that they?
Yes, argon socks. Argon's a noble gas. A brew of trace gases accounts
Argyle was what I was thinking. Sorry.
I had a feeling. I'm
All I
Scottish
can-
after all.
My uncle Argyle, and all I could think of in Braveheart at that moment was, that's where they got the name for socks?
No, it's the pattern. They are Argyle.
Well, then
doesn't
why
mean
did someone
socks.
named Argyle?
It's because he was
He
a
didn't
sock
look
maker.
flattish.
A brew of trace gases accounts for the other approximately 0.04%.
He was, however, in Game of Thrones.
Hang on.
Uncle Argyle, the socks.
0.04% or 0.04%, including greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. 0.04%.
So 400ths.
Hundredths of a percent. Meanwhile, and this is something they often leave out, water vapor, which is our most abundant greenhouse gas, without which we would all freeze to death. See the poles, because there's much less of it over the
Yeah,
pole.
the Slavs don't understand it as well.
But you're saying accounts for as much as 4% of the atmosphere, especially over the equator. 0.04, 0.04%, and methane is a small percentage of that. Now let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. It accounts for precisely, you ready? 0.00017% of Earth's atmosphere.
So, would it be correct to say that they're trying to put a Band-Aid on an injury that doesn't exist?
17 ten-thousandths of a percent.
I haven't done that since I was a kid, put Band-Aid on something that wasn't injured.
Meanwhile,
Back at the ranch,
our most abundant greenhouse gas,
Bill?
as much as 4%, is water vapor.
Hang on. Oh,
So-
help. We're all going to die.
I think that makes it 100 times more abundant than CO2. Well, than the
Don't
other
we need
trace greenhouse
CO2?
gases. We got to have CO2 or the plants die.
Yeah.
That's the other problem.
Which provide the oxygen.
Correct. Which is why we've been having bumper crops for years.
Yeah.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.